Goodbye. We love him though. We love him. We love him. There.
We do love him
We
though.
love
He
him.
came well. He came well prepared. He came. You guys got to realize that the entire MEE team has been putting a lot of work in to make sure the stream comes in as best as possible. And of course, there might be a few technical issues you might find, but just give it a few minutes, give it a few seconds, guys. It will all be back and up to the level, up to the standard of maybe what you've never even seen before, comparing it to international competitions. I don't want to say names, but at the moment, what we got in our hands is the second game of the best of 5 in the lower bracket, of course. Birthright versus Light Cavalry. Light Cavalry PH nonetheless. Let's not forget, an all-Filipino team famous for their banana split at the moment. Just going to show, will that outreign the performance, outreign the performance of Birthright Synergy and what they have in store, their preparation, with the fact that they have Coach Blackjack just, good at putting good things into their ear hockey.
I mean, looks like for the side of listen, they've switched sides, okay? So this might be a completely different thing. Maybe the blue side might be the cursed side once again. But if that's not the case, I think Birthright could keep a 3-0 here, right? If Light Cavalry does not change things up.
I think they'll be looking to change things up. So far, the same bands coming out, the Zushin along with the Lu Yi being banned out for either side. Of course, respecting Malfurion's Lu Yi. Don't want to give that away. And they know what's up, Hockey. They know what's up. They don't want to give the Hayabusa. They've read into the pattern of Light Cavalry. And that's one of the unfortunate scenes of having a shorter hero pool or playing the same composition again and again. That composition gets revealed and it gets banned out straight away. So right now, I like the fact that the Hayabusa is banned out already. It just goes to show that they came in prepared, and Light Cavalry also have done their preparation. They do not want to give my lobby that high lows. He is correct me if I'm wrong, Hockey. I think throughout this entire competition, he has been the best high lows player in the EXP lane.
I agree with you. I mean, not only the best high-lows, he is potentially the best EXP laner we have seen this entire competition. Every time this man gets something he's comfortable on, maybe something that sets up, something that makes sure the team can do something with it, he's always there to provide the maximum potential. He's always there to make sure to pull off, even though it looks like simple, over here it's exceptional, right? So my lobby, definitely a big threat. I think he's one of the people that you shouldn't leave comfortable, because if you do that, you might put yourself in a pickle. But right now, look at the draft. We've seen the Matilda for the side of Birthright being picked here first, traded for not only Suyu, but the Hilda as well.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Hilda's win rate, right? 30% so far in the entire MESL. I don't know. I understand that it's a good hero. It works, but statistically
it's a bad charm.
It's not been working for teams. Yes, it's a good hero. Yes, the composition could work out. You have a specific win condition that you got to play towards. But I feel like it's just unfortunate for the fact that no. What did they do?
Oh, look at this!
Hockey.
Look at this!
Before I could even finish. Oh no! What did they do?
No!
What did Light Cavalry do? Not again! They're running it back with the obvious in the hands of my lobby. Given Mark the Matilda, and you have an Alpha, so now you have a flying, circling eagle with the Spear of Alpha, that Infernal Pursuit that come in with that Phobius as well. I think it's going to be a problem for Light Cavalry, and they better find some answers, and they better find them quick, because right now they have their jungler locked in. This Hilda will be in the EXP lane. Okay, I like this. I like it. The fact that they went for the Aurora means that they still have a fighting chance and try and control these team fights, but they left the Sicilian open still. So I'll be looking for a Sicilian ban that they ban out of Faramis nonetheless.
I mean, I think Faramis is a nice ban here, because if Faramis paired up with only Alpha and Matilda here, could be a more than threat to just constantly poke down the side of Light Cavalry, right? But leaving Matilda and Alpha, even though these two heroes separately don't have a 100% win rate here, together they do have more than 100% win rate here, and we've seen it time and time. The Matilda Alpha combo coming through, the Spear of Alpha with the Circling Eagle, just been unstoppable. And I fear for the side of Light Cavalry, if they don't find a solution for this, I think this might be just an easy pick-off match coming in from the side of Birthright.
Is that a Belleric ban? I thought they're the ones that played the Belleric. Is Belleric gotta be some like
Oh,
crazy pocket pick that teams pull out every now and then just to show that, it's the key to victory? I'm not sure, but maybe that also opens the possibility that they want to go for an attack speed DPS marksman on their side, which could be the 1-1. I feel like the 1-1 will work wonders right now.
but
They ban out the Tigreal as well, so preventing that anti-dive. So definitely they want to dive in. There is the Claw, there's the 1-1. And they realized that Light Cavalry banned out the 1-1 as soon as they saw the Belleric ban coming through. So Urek's not going to get his hands on that one. But the Claude being open means the Beatrix being picked up on the side of Light Cavalry. I felt like Birthright saw that coming from a mile away, that the Beatrix being left open will be the first pick that they go for it on the other side. So Birthright are cooking something. I feel like it's got to be maybe a Claude, maybe a Granger even, that would do well in this game. Just because the fact that you can kite along with the Matilda.
I mean,
And
you could also bully with the Hearth here. Keep that in mind. The Hearth is a lame bully.
yeah, true. Like Harrod being left open also says that he definitely a lane bully indeed, and he's gonna do really well with the Matilda's guiding wind. You have enough front line, enough space is created for this Harrod to start dancing around, right? So it's looking good for the side of Birthright, and to be honest, they can't go wrong with any marksman they go with right here. But they go for the Valentina. I like it because you get to steal away the Frigid Glacier, but also put their roamer into position. But they go for the Moskov still.
I mean, it works.
Not convinced, right?
Listen, it works. This time there's no Ling to catch up on that split push. I think Birthright do have something. Since they're not ones to play with a split push, I think they're playing around Gold Laner being aggressive with that Spear of Destruction. I think they want to keep playing that teamfight playstyle. Something that could not only back up the Matilda and the Alpha, but also the Phoveus, right? And I mean, Moscow is quite understandable, but at the same time, it's such a risk pick because you get almost outranged by the entire side of Light Cavalry. I mean, by the time you try to get close to Alan, he'd already used the Soul Sever and everything else on you. Malfury does have the better distance here, especially with the Bennett, right? Creve on the other side, you can't really get close to Creve unless you land that Spear of Destruction, right? So it's quite a risk pick, but at the same time, if executed correctly, if played right with the Matilda and the Phoveus here, I think he has an engaging chance. Other than that, I think the Moskov pick is also good for pressuring like lanes from top to bottom and making sure Light Cavalry does not have that free space while pushing.
I think the split push does work out with the Spear of Destruction, of course, but at the same time, this Cho is definitely a threat that's been picked up by Light Cavalry in the roam position, looking to single target pick off anybody, any single person that like, especially this Alpha, who will be coming in with the Spear of Alpha and then instantly kicking him back with the Way of the Dragon, the Flicker combo, the Jeet Kundo for the knockup. It works well, and with the fact that they have enough to get a defensive team fight with this Frigid Glacier, they're looking for the early advantage though from the snowball that could come in with the Suyo. But right now, I think they'll just be looking for answers all across the board. And I like Cavalry's draft, very well rounded, but just that Birthright have a lot of mobility, a lot of sustain, and the counter engage that can come in with the IMU as well. So I feel like both the drafts are good, only a matter of time. I think the first 2 minutes will be very crucial, especially for the fact that who will be fighting for river control. It will come down to the Cho as well as the Matilda to take this river control. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Lethal Wanderer fight ends up deciding the entire game, Hockey. So, who do you got and take us into the game?
I mean, I think I got for the side of Light Cavalry if they're able to play that perfect pick-off playstyle with the Cho, but apart from that, if that doesn't work pretty well, I think Birthright might dominate this one all the way through. So yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know if it's gonna be the perfect execution from the side of Light Cavalry with the pickoff or the Birthright, because we're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen, on game number 2 right now. It looks like for the side of Light Cavalry, they're going into the fast clear. They want that river control. They want that lethal. They want to make sure they're all around the map.
Yeah, they are going to make sure they're all around the map. And here, Hockey, they might want to get the party started quite early. Creep, get the damage on towards Mark, but Danny.
Ooh, Danny is getting in the Terrify in and making sure he doesn't get exposed as much, but Levi on the other side, there is a guiding wind, making sure he doesn't get caught off guard here by Leandro.
Yeah, and you can see instantly, like I said, they might have lost quite a lot in the Lethal Wanderer, both teams realizing they don't want to give the advantage away. And the side of Leandro as well as Levi trying to farm up, make sure they hit that level 4 power spike soon enough.
And
And
hmm? By the way, Reborn TZ is not in the game.
yeah, I know. I was gonna. I was just looking at it. I was just like, is Reborn TZ not really working out? I feel like that substitution. I think that substitution is the reason we see that Belleric being banned out, right? Because Alan plays the Belleric in the EXP, or rather in the roam position with that Flicker Wrath of Dryad's combo. But right now, both teams in this turtle pit are ready to get it started. They want to get the clear in the mid lane. Malfurion level 4. Mark not there yet, but Levi already getting the turtle started. Leandro as well as Creve might want to get an engage.
They're looking for it as Creeps try to be aggressive as possible here onto Leva, and it looks like Leandro's looking for the retro, the Soul Sever, but it's gonna be missed. Unfortunately, Levi landing it. The Frigid Glacier coming in, disrupting, but look at my lobby though, going in. One jump after another. The Demonic Force still looking for more, almost takes out Malfury here, but takes out the Flicker, the resource instead, the only resource that could help Malfury survive.
Yeah, and you know what other resource did they take apart from the fact that what could help him survive was just that orange buff stolen away by Levi with the retribution. He is level 6 to the level 4 of Leandro, and that's not where you want to be if you're a Suyo, because the Suyo versus an Alpha is a very simple equation. Who snowballs first will win the entire game, and you can see right now Levi already ahead thanks to the help of the Matilda, along with Danny in the mid lane, getting that control in the form of this Valentina. But Creve, Way of the Dragon.
Ooh, the Way of the Dragon coming through with the Frigid Glacier, but the Purify just in time. But there it is, the first blood coming in from Leandro, and at the same time is traded. There it is, Levi picking up the kill for himself, still looking for more, but can't find V, and he did find something, and he found a way to protect teammates back to the base. But looks like he might get poked heavily here. There it is, but looks like things might have to calm down. I mean, they just went 1-for-1, and it's not really a good one when you have Leandro falling here.
Yeah, I think Leandro went down early, and it was a really well play coming in from Urek, who hit that Spear of Destruction and instantly went in, providing that Spear of Mystery, getting that CC on towards him into the wall and taking him down, and that was really well played. Of course, the kill going to the hands of Levi, so 1-for-1 traded, but like Cavalry did get first blood. But however, the fact that a lot of resources were taken away by Birthright means that they're ahead in gold, with the turtle being started soon enough. But Way of the Dragon get another kick coming out, but doesn't want to commit just yet, making sure that the neutral objective is the one that they want to contest for. So my lobby as well as VN have a lot of work cut out for them, but Mark making sure he creates a space for his team.
Oh, Uri gets a kill in the gold lane, but over here the Frigid Glacier making sure that he doesn't contest, and there's Creeve taken out by the Spear of Alpha. Mark on the other hand, super close to falling. The Purify gets him just out just in time. But over here on the gold lane, we've seen a 1v1 between Ulrich and Allen here. I mean, I'm guessing Ulrich did land a Spear of Destruction and just went through, but now Vian on the other hand has that power of wilderness, does not have that power of wilderness. Actually, the Purify coming in for movement speed, still looking for more, but Vian is just too aggressive on that Hilda. He doesn't want to let that go.
He was bloodthirsty, wasn't he? He really wanted that kill so bad. But at the same time, they're trying to trade a tower for tower top for the bot side. And you can see both teams going to work really well disciplined. They understand that both these towers can be traded for each other. But at the same time, if you take a look at the item power spike, War Axe for the Hunter Strike being traded. And at the same time, Way of the Dragon on towards him.
Ooh, taken out there, but it looks like a 1-for-1, and Ulrich unfortunately falls for that Way of Dragon, doesn't have the Purify. They know that and they went for it, but now I think they're looking to change the pace of the game here. For the Leandros, looking to maybe catch up here to Levi, but Levi, the Spear of Alpha, unfortunately doesn't hit, and Vian gets out safely, but now there's an objective coming up 40 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, the turtle, and they gotta make sure they don't give that turtle in the hands of Birthright. Otherwise, they're gonna be way ahead. I think maybe it could potentially boost them up not only to 3 but 4k ahead, and that's a lot, ladies and gentlemen, in these types of matches.
Yeah, it is quite a lot. You can see the Terrify on towards VN already, and Mark is creating the space while Levi getting that split push coming in, and VN trying to poke him down, but is not enough because he has the guiding wind to get that extra bit of sustain. Even has the favor roam unlocked, if I'm not wrong, but the golden staff on towards Urek while Allen picks up the BOD, so the damage definitely going to be online right now. So this neutral objective, the turtle, would be the difference maker, but Kriv wants to go into the backside.
Kriv is looking for something, but look at this, as my lobby and Vian are just going in for a brawl with the backup Danny here zoning them out. It looks like another turtle falls into the hand of Birthright, and now they're looking for something as, oh, a flying Alpha coming through with the spear of Alpha, taking out Vian. There it is on the killing spree, the Frigid Glacier stopping Allen and Kriv, and there it is, a perfect sphere of destruction, making sure he gets his target. Danny backs up in, and there's has been slain and going for more. Leandro survives, barely on 1 HP, and what a team fight, just pushing the whole side of Light Cavalry back here, and an amazing spirit coming in from Urek.
Yeah, I think Urek is the difference maker, of course, and you can see that Spear of Destruction making the difference, and they are going ham at the tier 2 right now, Hockey. They will get the tier 2 on the bot side as well. The Birthright, once again, a disciplined push coming in, and Kriv might be looking to make a play once again, but definitely not getting the better trade so far, like Cavalry.
I mean, listen, losing 2 tier 2s in 7 minutes is something you do not want to see, right? That just shows how much ahead Birthright is in the game right now. Even if it's 7 minutes in, they are so much ahead, right? And it's so hard for them to come back here for Light Cavalry. They need to start adapting, thinking something. They need to start getting those pickoffs that could really cause a difference.
They are trying to create a difference, that is for sure. But so far, if you're a Cho, you want to play aggressive, which is what they're doing. Their positioning is really good as well. Allen misses Renner's apathy right now, but Levi might get caught out. Vian and Kriv are there. Hockey, take it away.
They're looking for something. Kriv is just sitting there, but he looks like he can't catch anyone as a team fight Danny. And looks like Mark is going for something. The Spear of Destruction coming through, but look now, the Conceal coming in from behind will be pulling up something. There it is. Urek might be in trouble. Escapes just in time from that Power of Wilderness, making sure Vian is frozen, and that was, ladies and gentlemen, was not the way they wanted it to go. I mean, you've seen them sit there camping. They were waiting and waiting, and unfortunately, it doesn't go the way they wanted, and this might cost them the one and only chance they had. But they're still looking for more. Look at this. They're still desperate for that fight. They want to make sure they pick something. But Urek here, the Spear of Misery, stopping everything, putting the side of Light Cavalry in a miserable state right now as they're trying to come back here.
They are trying to make that comeback, but Light Cavalry definitely barking up the wrong tree. My lobby is not supposed to be our target, but somehow they get something in return, right? At least they got one kill, of course. And even in that team fight that occurred previously where Vian and Kriv's positioning was absolutely impeccable, and Leandro just overextended a little bit, took a little too much poke from Danny, got taken down early. But at the same time, Kriv with the conceal play, Vian did the right thing by targeting Urek, but at the same time, if you saw Kriv went over the way of the dragon on towards Mark, who even had a Purify and a Circling Eagle, so it made no difference whatsoever. And Birthright definitely on the aggression, and right now with the Lord marching down the mid lane, they'll be hoping to end the game.
I mean, Nibiru and Bennett are out for Allen here as he tries to clear, but look at the top side, look at the mid side, look at the bottom side. They're all pushing so well, getting that first inhibitor down already. Kriv might be in trouble trying to clear, and it looks like the Circling Eagle with the Spear of Alpha taking him down. There it is, the Winter Crown bot by Levy, making sure he wants to dive more and make sure he frees just to be safe. And now they're going in not only for the bottom lane here, as you can see my lobby is trying to make it take that tower down, but now they're going in for the group here. They're going in for the mid lane. There it is, the mid inhibitor taken out, the Spear of Alpha coming through, but Levi might be in trouble. There it is, the Spear of Alpha, the Circling Eagle coming in, knocking 2 people up, but I think, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the end of game number 2 as Urek finally focuses that base, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen, as Moskov demolishes the game number 2 here on the base.
The fact that Allen was actually playing on the Beatrix is definitely the first one that actually got me crazy. But man, oh man, Birthright, they seem to be just steamrolling the entire series. Unexpected, to be very honest. And I know, Kronos, you're going to say it's not unexpected. We thought that might actually happen because how solid Birthright has been.
Birthright's been solid. They've been disciplined. They understand their draft. They know their win condition. Yeah, I know. Sound like a broken record, right? The most consistent team in Europe. Yada, yada, yada. Like Cavalry, PH don't have answers. They haven't found a way to crack open any sort of defenses, any well-roundedness that coming from the side of Birthright. But they did try.